Yo guys, what's going on? Hazy here. Welcome to another little video here on the channel today. It's something a little bit different than my usual series. It's recently like 2K is dying. So I haven't been playing as much. The best indicator for this is Luka Doncic. Mavs are my team. If Luka had been the reward 2-3 seasons ago, I would literally no-lifed the game to get him. And I only got him today. So he's been out for this long and I've only just gotten him. That just shows sort of how out of it I am. So what I've been doing in my spare time when I'm hopping on to play a little bit 2K, I've mainly just been ripping packs with my MT. And because I haven't been getting anything, I've been getting frustrated and I just keep ripping them until hoping that I'm getting something, because it's like, surely eventually I'm going to get something, and it just doesn't end up being the case. So I managed to scrape together about 100k last night for the new splash packs. And, I didn't get anything good. I got a fair few players, but I didn't get any dark matters. I was looking at it today. I didn't have much left to sell in terms of like big boy cards and stuff like that. So what I've gone through today is I've gone through pretty much all my collection. I had something like nearly 2,000 cards. And what I've done is I've listed everything that I could make a bit of money, bit of MT for, and I want to see where it gets me to. So basically this is just going to be a bit of a video saying, how much MT do you have just laying around your club that you could put to better use? So you see I'm currently sitting on 28k. When I did start originally recording this, I was on about 10k, or sorry, I didn't start recording it. When I was doing this today, I was just chilling, doing it, didn't even have a camera rolling, anything like that. I was at about 10k. And I remember opening, I had about 50 odd packs to open. I opened them all for contracts and whatnot, stuff like that. So that got me up and around close to the 20k mark. And then I've just been playing some games today. I got a few thousand MTs from the vault and stuff. But as I said, I went through and I listed just about everything. And I'm gonna sort of talk you through while I'm redeeming all the stuff that I've made like use of. So there was a few you would see, like I've reached over 50, so there's over 50 things that are sold here. Some of them are worth 600 MT, some of them are worth 2000 MT. It just varies, but it literally does show you how much stuff you just have laying around your club that you could do stuff with. From there, these are just shoes that had 3-point that had 3-pointers on them. I think this one that sold for 1200, it was a ball handle, speed with ball, and 3-pointer. So they sold for 1200. I had 2 of them when they would just quick sell for 350. So straight away there. So you say, you take 10%, 120, so you make 1080. So you say you make 1,000. So you would make nearly 3 times the amount just taking that extra few seconds to see what they're going for. Only the 3-point shoes. I wouldn't recommend anything else. Maybe have a look at speed. I don't know, but definitely 3-pointers. So like this is just 3-pointers. They would sell for 300, 350, whatever it is, and I've just doubled, tripled it. So that there is just easy MT, just from not being lazy and just quick selling them. So the next thing that I went through was the city jerseys, and I don't lock in for things, especially when they only give like 20 tokens and stuff, because for me at this point in time, like throughout the whole thing, I haven't really needed too much to do with tokens. The only time tokens would have been anything worthy for me was when they had the Hoff badges. So you see, like these jerseys were free, and some sold for 3k, some sold for 2k. If they weren't selling for like 1800, if I knew I wouldn't sell them for 1850, I wouldn't sell them. Magic one I listed for 5k and it didn't sell. There wasn't many. I think this one I listed for like 2.5k, obviously didn't sell. Clippers, like, so you look at that there. That's just going through, and I've made what, 3, 6, 9, 12. So I made like at least 15, like just off the top of my head, 15k instead of locking in for 20 tokens. So like if you haven't locked in for them, you've missed out on all that just MT laying around. Like 15k at the moment, that's nearly 2 opals right there at the moment. 2 like decent opals that you can compete with at the moment. If you haven't done the Willis Reed exchange, I'd say the moment's probably passed a bit, because he is like definitely the best value for money dark matter exchange. He did need a lot of Knicks players. So Knicks players probably did become a bit more rare or a bit more sought after. So I've gone through, I found some Knicks players and they sold for 2k each. So they're just silvers just sitting around doing absolutely nothing because I won't lock in for 25 tokens. Then once again, I've gone through all my silvers that I was able to sell, I felt comfortable that I'd be able to sell from 1800 and up. There are a lot more I had in my club that I could sell for like 1,000 up to 1,500, but you know that for the time of the day, I just couldn't be bothered doing those. Like this Maxi Kleber, for example, he's a Series 3 silver, 3k, and I'm never going to use him. I'm never going to have any need to use him, and you know, like I'm never going to have tokens to need the tokens. So there's no point me having this in the club. This Kevin Durant, Luka, this was the Series 3 Diamond Luka, and this was the Series 1 Kevin Durant. So I'm not going to use them either. So why have them sitting there? Like, I can understand like people being collectors and whatnot. So if you're being a collector, then it does make sense to sell some of these cards. But at the same time, if you're collecting and you've got cards like this that are selling for like 2-3k, especially as silvers, and you haven't got other cards, sometimes you could buy 2 or 3 cards with that 3,000 for that silver. It's just free MT just sitting in your club that you probably had forgotten all about. It's like, as you can see, when we started this, we're up to what? It was like 20 something K. It was like 28k I was at. We're already up to 64. Just by claiming a few things that I've just gone in and had a look. Oh, okay, that's worth like 1,800 plus. I'm going to sell it. You know, obviously everything didn't sell. Like, there is no real, like, some people probably find there is no real need to buy these cards. Like, I think I had this James Harden listed for like 3k because there was only like 2 of them on the market, and I just undercut the cheapest by like 2k just to get it sold, and it still didn't sell. So it just sort of shows that, like, just because there isn't many of them, they aren't always going to sell. But like, if you could cash in and get 2.5k just for a ruby, just that's sitting there, no use to it, I say why not? We're going through a bit of a steady patch at the moment. Like, there's a few things here. Like, these were all the cheapest. I made everything. Well, I made all this the cheapest. The cheapest that was there. This is probably the annoying thing when it doesn't work out, is that if I want to do this again, I have to relist it all. And I did make a video a long time ago about how 2K adding a relist feature would be huge. Like, imagine if I want to try and make more MT, I have to go through and do this all again. Whew. So now we're moving into some badges, and I went through all my badges today, and anything that was bronze badges that I could sell for 500, I think it was silver badges I could sell for 750, and then gold badges I could sell for like 900. So, and I actually found a few in there that was still worth something. Like, you can see special delivery 1700, ankle breaker, silver ankle breaker, 2.5k. I only had one of them, but when I was looking through to see the price of them, there was one listed for 1,000. This was just a bunch of 20 contracts. At this point of the year, you might like value the contracts, but if you're not going to be using too many players, or if you have like, you know, a fairly set squad and you want to spend MT on packs or whatnot, if your whole team's got diamond contracts, you don't need contracts. So just sell the gold ones. You get nearly 10k. Another one, relay passer. So you'll see now that I've claimed everything and we're at 113,000. So I've almost made 100k of about 50 odd items that were just sitting in my club, not doing anything. They were not going to lock. So I didn't want to lock in for 20 tokens. They didn't lock in for something. I had no use for them. I wasn't collecting. You know, like, essentially starting from the ground up, you can still do it at this stage of the game. Like, if you wanted to challenge yourself, you could just go spend all your money on packs, start from scratch, You could build up a balance. Like I could go and buy a half decent dark matter for that now. And I literally had next to no MT left. So it just shows that if you have a bit of time on your hands and you want to try and sort of drain every penny from your club that isn't doing anything, I say go for it. Like I said, I didn't do things that I probably could get like 1500 and under for. If I really want to, I could. But when you also look, I had 16 items that didn't sell, and I'm selling these things for about an average of about 2k, probably more, because I would think like 2k was like, I've easily probably got another 30k there. So that would have put me up to 140, 120k. Just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Even if you just want to have some fun and open packs at this stage of the game, just put in a couple of hours, just clear your club out, and then you've got all that MT to go back and just have fun, do whatever. Or maybe you're just trying to get one of those new invincible cards or one of the new cards. Maybe you want that bowl. These are how to squeeze every penny out of it to try and get whatever you're chasing out of the end of this game. That will be the end of the video today. It was a very different one. I mean, I still feel like these kind of things I don't fully explain them properly. So I hope you do get what I'm getting at, and I hope it does help you guys. If it does, please let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you are new around here. Please be sure to hit that like button, and we'll catch you all in another video soon.